Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a hot little minute. If you are new here, hi, my name is Yesy. Welcome. So today's video is going to be a testing out some Neutrogena products. I got sent like 2 big PR boxes from Neutrogena. Shout out to Amanda over there on the PR team. She is so sweet. She sent me a whole bunch of goodies. So I figured I'd try some out for you. So bear with me. I'm like trying this new camera setup. My friend gave me a ring light for my birthday, so I am testing it out, and bear with me if the setup looks a little bit different or if the lighting looks a little bit different. I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, so let's get started with the video. I'm going to start off with moisturizer, because they did send me a whole bunch of the Neutrogena Hydro Boost like water gel line. Like they sent me face masks, a serum, and they also sent me the water moisturizer. What is it called? It's the gel, the Hydro Boost gel cream, extra dry skin. I guess it's just like a gel cream, but it is a moisturizer. I heard that this was kind of like a dupe for the Tatcha water cream, but I know a lot of companies are coming out with like water cream type things. I have one from Simple, which I just like ran out of it, and it was really good. I loved it. I would use it every morning. So I'm excited to try out this one. I tried out the jelly mask. It was like the Hydrogel sheet mask. It is amazing. Like I loved it. It hydrated my skin so much. So I'm just going to take a little bit. There's some on the cap, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and let's moisturize the skin. This feels so hydrating on the skin and so good and cooling. I love it. The next thing I'm going to use is a primer. They did send me this Neutrogena Shine Control Primer. Oh, it's an 8-hour shine control with or without makeup. Extends the wear of makeup, matte finish. So let's test this out. I'm not really into matte primers, but good thing I put like a really hydrating moisturizer on. Alright, let's test this out. It's like a creamy texture. I think I put way too much, but let's see. Let's just concentrate this in the middle of the face and work our way out. Guys, this like balled up on my face right now. It literally like I feel like I'm putting sand on my face. Maybe I put too much like on camera. Doesn't my face look like it's like if I had some like strong SPF on my face, right? We're just gonna go with it. The next thing they sent me was their foundation. It's the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup with titanium dioxide sunscreen, broad spectrum, SPF 20, antioxidant blend. So I was pretty excited to try this just because for some reason I feel like it's a dupe for the Clinique one. I've never tried the Clinique one, and I've always wanted to try it, so I was like, maybe this is kind of like a dupe for it. So let's see. They actually sent me 4 shades, but I gave like the lightest one to my friend because she's really light and it was too light for me. Let's test them out a little bit. This looks like a pretty good match. Yeah, the Nude 40 looks like a really good match on my neck. The only thing right off the bat that I do not like about this is that there's no pump. It's just like this little glass bottle with an opening, and it's just, I feel like it makes a mess. But let's pour a little dollop on the back of our hands, and with a damp beauty sponge. Okay, right off the bat, this is super liquidy. Alright, this is like a super light foundation. Really lightweight, like really lightweight. I barely even feel like I have like anything on my skin right now. However, it is very light coverage. You can still see like all of my hyperpigmentation and like acne scars. This would definitely be a foundation for a girl that doesn't like to wear heavy makeup, that has pretty flawless skin, or like skin that doesn't have that many scars or something. That would probably be nice. Or probably like very mature skin that has like a lot of wrinkles or something like that, but doesn't have like acne scars or anything, that doesn't mind like having that much coverage. Because it's very light on the skin. I feel like it's like right now it's not even settling into any of my lines, which that is a plus. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more because let's see if it can build, because mama needs coverage. This gives my skin like a really nice, healthy glow. I'm not mad at it at all. And considering we had a little mishap with the primer and it kind of balled up on my face, it's honestly blending really nice. I really like how it looks on my skin. Now, again, this is not full coverage, not even medium coverage. It's very light, but it is buildable. So I feel like let's just throw on another layer on the cheek area to see how it builds. Because I have a huge issue with my cheeks. Like, my cheeks are my worst area on my face. They have the most texture, they have the most hyperpigmentation and scars, so I really want to see how it works on my cheek. Honestly, look at that. That third layer covered so much. Like, you still see stuff peeking through, but it's really not that bad. And it's not settling into my fine lines so far, and it's giving me a nice, healthy glow considering I just put a matte primer on. So, so far, kind of digging it. Right, I'm just gonna throw on some concealer. Lately I've been loving the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I'm actually almost out of this. I'm in the shade C4. My concealer layered great on the foundation, so far I am digging it. So they didn't send me like a setting powder for like under my eyes or anything, but they did send me the Kerry Washington cheek palette. What is it? Yeah, the Essential Cheek Palette. Comes with a bronzer, a blush, and this seems like it's like a highlight, but honestly it's like not to me it's more of like a setting powder or maybe like a brightener for the under eye. So let's try and set our under eyes with this shade. Let's see how it works. Didn't really crease. Let's put this on the chin a little. So far so good. I'm still loving the foundation so far. I can't take myself seriously with these ghost lips right now, so give me a second. Sorry. They actually sent me these wipes as well. They're the Deep Clean Purifying Micellar Cleansing Toilettes. Oh my god. They taste horrible. Don't lick your lips. So they also did not send me a like all over face powder or anything like that. So I'm going to use one that I've been loving so much lately. It's the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Powder. I'm in the shade Classic Ivory. So I'm just going to set my whole face lightly with this powder. Alright guys, just from what I can see right now on the viewfinder, my face is way lighter than my neck and chest. I thought I had matched myself a little bit better, but I guess not. So hopefully the bronzer will balance this out. But honestly, in person, it looks like it's a match, but with the lights and everything, it kind of looks a little bit off. But we're gonna make it work. They sent me as well this brow pencil. It's the Neutrogena Nourishing Brow Pencil. They sent me 3 shades. They sent me the soft brown, the regular brown, which is the one that I'm gonna use, which is 03, and they sent me a dark brown. The dark brown was like borderline black, so I gave that to my best friend because she has really dark eyebrows. The soft brown was a little too light for me, so I gave that to another friend of mine, and I kept this basic brown, and I feel like it's a match for me. But I love that it has like a little spoolie. I love brow pencils with spoolies. Like if they don't have a spoolie, I don't like them. But it kind of feels like it's a waxy kind of texture, and it's one of those like a lip liner that it's like a hard like sharpen kind of situation. But let's see what it does to our brows. Excuse my brows, I haven't done them in a minute. I'm going on a trip soon, so I'm kind of like letting them grow. So let's see what we can do. It's a little waxier than I'm used to, but it's not bad. Honestly, they're not that bad. They look actually really natural to me. I can work with this. I'm definitely going to be playing with this a little bit more because I really like what it did to my brows. I'm digging this. I'm so digging this. So let's move on to our eyes. I also received the Kerry Washington eyeshadow palette. It's the Essential Eye palette. Honestly, these are so cute for traveling. Like, it's great. Comes with like a little mirror, and it has very neutral shades, which is great for a natural girl and a working woman and somebody on the go that doesn't want anything crazy. Like, this is honestly a really cute palette. Now let's see. The colors are good. Okay, so this palette specifically doesn't really have like a transition shade that I would like to use. So I'm gonna dip into the cheek palette and go into like this bronzer shade right here. And let's see if it works as like a transition shade for us. Let's go into the second shade. Let's see what this is all about. Not the worst thing, but the shadows are not that bad. They do have pigment. You just kind of have to dig your brush in a little bit more than you would normally do with, like, let's say a Morphe shadow that is equally inexpensive. I'm not really sure how much this palette is. I'll look it up for you guys, but I honestly prefer my Morphe shadows, but the pigment is not bad. So if you do have this palette or you did pick it up, they're decent, you know, but it's not up to, I guess I'm so spoiled because Morphe shadows are amazing. They have great quality, and so do ColourPop. I love the ColourPop pressed shadows. So I'm kind of like a spoiled in that sense that those are so inexpensive and they have great pigment. But it's not that bad, honestly. I'm gonna actually change up my brush, go into this Morphe brush, and go into the third shade. So now I want to go into this last shade right here and deepen that outer corner. Do they have, oh, they do have names, guys. They have names. I'm so sorry. I haven't even been mentioning the names. The last shade is Powerful. I do like that it has actually the colors, so you know what colors they are. So yeah, let's dip into this. I'm changing my brush into like a smaller, domier brush. We're going to concentrate that in the outer corner. Guys, I don't know how I feel about this palette. I just feel like it's kind of boring. There's no like all over lid shade, nothing shimmery or like at least like a satin shadow that I can like put all over my lid. Let's see, I'm gonna take the lightest shade, which is Brilliant, and I'm gonna put that on my brow bone. So put that in the inner corner a little bit. Maybe drag it up a little towards the shadow. To the lower lash line, I'm going to take the first shade that we used, which is Confident. Then I'm going to take the shade Focused. And take that small e.l.f. brush that we used and go into the darkest shade and put that in the outer corner. Let's finish the rest of the face. Let's test out the bronzer on our face in the cheek palette. I'm going to take my Morphe brush, dip into the bronzer. It actually sent me this blush in the shade 20 Vibrant. So I don't know if I want to test out this blush or if I want to test out the blush that came in the cheek palette. They're pretty similar, just this one is a little bit pinkier and this one has a little bit of coral in it. I think I'll just go with the pinkier one just to test this formula out, I guess. The Healthy Skin one. Ooh, it seems like it's going to be super pigmented. This is very pigmented. I even like dusted it off on the back of my hand and it's still super pigmented. But it's cute. I kind of like the formula of it. I like how it looks on my skin. I'd probably go out and pick up another shade. Maybe if they have like a peachier shade, something not so pink. I really like the formula. I like how it looks on the foundation. So let's move on to highlight. They did not send me any highlights, so I'm just going to use my Nicole Guerriero highlight palette. I haven't used it in a really long time, so I'm going to go ahead and dip into that. So the final step is lips. They did send me quite a few lip products. They basically sent me a whole bunch of these Hydro Boost lip glosses, Hydro Boost Hydrating Lip Shine. They send them to me in a whole bunch of colors. So obviously I gravitated towards the nudes because that's just me. But and then they also sent me this Neutrogena Moisture Color Stick. They sent it to me in the shade Classic Nude and Rich Raisin. So it's like a darker, like brown shade. I've honestly been living for a nude lip with a nude gloss over it. Like, that's just been my thing. So we're gonna take the shade Classic Nude. I like this color so much more now than when I did when I first tried it. It is like a peachy undertone and I am obsessed with it. I have the lip gloss in the shade Almond Nude 27. So they sent me, I kept all the nudes, and we have Ballet Pink, which is kind of like a pinky peachy nude. Then we have like a true nude called True Nude. And then we have a Berry Brown, which is super duper nice. So do I go super duper duper nude on top, or do I do an almond? I kind of want to try the super nude. So the doe foot applicator is like this. It's like a teardrop shape kind of, and the stopper kind of drives me insane, but there's not a lot of product that comes out because of the stopper. Let me just spray my face with some Fix Plus. Alright, this is the final look. I actually really like the look I created. It's very natural, dewy, sun-kissed kind of vibe, and I like the neutral eye. Let's start off with the moisturizer. I loved the moisturizer. It felt great on my skin. It gave my skin like a drink of water. I'm obsessed with the moisturizer, and so far it looks good under the foundation. Okay, so the primer, honestly, it at first impression kind of balled up on me. I wasn't too sure about it. It gave me like a really white cast, but nothing peeked through the foundation, and my foundation blended like really nice. So we'll see. I still have like a good amount of dew to my face, so it didn't really matte me out. So I guess the primer I'm a little bit iffy on. I guess I'll let you guys know in the description how it wore throughout the day, and if it really did prolong my makeup and if it like kept me matte and shine free. But right now I really have like a dew going on. The foundation, I love the foundation. Yes, I had to layer it 3 times around my cheek to get the most coverage, but it feels great. Like, it builds beautifully and it blended really nice. It's not settling into my fine lines. Like, it gave my skin such a nice healthy glow that I'm just super obsessed. Like, I love this foundation so far. The cheek palette, the bronzer, honestly, it's not bad. I was a little bit scared that it was going to be a little bit too orange on me, so maybe if I'm a little bit more fair it might be a little orange, but with my skin tone now, like the shade that I am now, it worked. And the highlighting powder that's in here, it did work to set my under eyes. It kind of brightened it a little bit. Like, I didn't mind it. The blush, like I said, I did not test out the blush, so I'm not sure about the blush, but it worked. It worked for me, honestly. So if you do have it and you are thinking of picking it up, it's cute, it's compact, and it works because you do have like a brightening powder in there. You have a bronzer and a blush. So I think the cheek palette is pretty good. I really liked the brow pencil. It was great. It made my brows look feathery and natural and full. And I love that it has a spoolie at the end. So I will definitely be using this again, and I will definitely recommend this. I do love this brow pencil. Okay, so the next thing is the eyeshadow palette. Honestly, the eyeshadow palette worked. It wasn't best. I probably wouldn't recommend the eyeshadow palette, but it's just because I'm not super into like a super neutral eye. Like, there's sometimes that I do want to do a super neutral eye, but it's not really the look I go for. So I wouldn't purchase this again, or I wouldn't purchase it for myself right off the bat. but the shadows did blend. They did work. They weren't the best pigmentation, but they worked, and you can work with it. I would recommend this for a working woman that's on the go, that just loves an everyday neutral eye. Maybe a more mature older woman. For sure I'm gonna pass this on to my mom. This blush I loved. The color wasn't my favorite, but I loved the formula of it. It's super pigmented. It blended great. I will definitely be picking up more shades of this blush. I think it looks beautiful. And as for the color stick, I do like the color stick. It's not super duper like pigmented. You do have to go over it a little bit, but it's very hydrating. I love the shape that it's kind of like a fat lip liner, so you can really line your lips nicely, and I love this color. For the lip shines, the lip glosses, I do like the formula a lot. They're not super pigmented, but they do have a color to them. However, I hate the packaging. The stopper drives me insane. It doesn't give you enough product, but perhaps if you take off the stopper, it'll be great. But the formula is really, really good. I love, love, love the formula of this lip gloss. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that they send me. I got a lot of good stuff. I got a lot of skincare stuff too. I'm still kind of working on my skincare routine. As soon as I have like a solid skincare routine and I see like good results on my skin, I am gonna film a skincare routine for you guys. But yeah, I'm so grateful that they sent me some products, and I'm happy that I got to share them on camera with you, and I got to test them out with you guys. And overall, I pretty much loved almost everything. So I'm super grateful to Neutrogena and Amanda over at their PR team for sending me all these goodies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.